Hey, what's going on, guys? How are your meatballs? Today I'm going to be talking to you about the brand new Berlin Zombies map. What other survival-based zombies maps are coming after it, similar to the Machine of FIREBASE and that Berlin Zombies map, as well as the two brand new Outbreak Easter eggs, some new Outbreak information, some new Onslaught information, and just everything Cold War Zombies released by Treyarch today. Because, to be honest with you, although I'm not the absolute biggest Outbreak fan, I'm very excited for the updates they have coming in. Of course, I told you guys I was very excited for the main Easter egg in Outbreak, and now they've noted that we have two Easter eggs coming. So we're going to get into that once again and all the brand new details, including the future regular Zombies maps coming to the game and what exactly I believe is going to be happening. So I'll be reading to you what Treyarch said, like a lot of other people will be, but also be explaining and breaking down some things. So the first thing they go on to note in their article is they're kicking everything into quote-unquote high gear next week with the launch of their first main quest in Outbreak, and that's going to be launching May 20th at 10 a.m. Pacific time, which is going to be 11/12, 1 p.m. EST, 6 p.m. UK time, okay? And that's going to be the first of many, apparently, Outbreak Easter eggs. So, and they say, they ask the question, what has the team been cooking up since Outbreak's launch? We're here to answer those questions and more. Today, we'd like to give fans a preview of what's to come in Black Ops Cold War Zombies, including new content to expect in next week's mid-season update, which again is on the 20th, as well as more content on the horizon for Season 4. Let's jump in. So they say they're bringing new experience to zombies. So they're delivering, obviously, their most comprehensive zombies game to date, because there's a bunch of different content in all different fronts. But yeah, they say we've constantly pushed ourselves to bring new experiences to more fans with each game, and we've been thankful to see the explosion of new players that Outbreak brought into the community. Of course, Outbreak is just one part of the package, and the team is hard at work at creating more new content for zombies fans. With our upcoming Outbreak main quest with an S in both Seasons 3 and 4, that's right, at Season 3.5, which is next week, and at the beginning of Season 4, which I believe is the 16th of June. Could be wrong about that. But at those points, there are going to be Outbreak Easter egg quests released then. So the events unfolding in the Ural Mountains will directly set up the story for our next round-based Zombies map. So we're going to have a Season 3.5 Easter egg. That'll lead into the Season 4 Easter egg for Outbreak, which will then lead into the brand new Survival Zombies map, which is the Berlin Zombies map, which will probably be at Season 4.5. We're going to explain that, as well as when you can expect the next map in a minute. So if you haven't jumped into Outbreak lately, or if you've been looking for a new reason to kill a few thousand zombies with your friends, they say now is the time. And then they go on to talk about the journey for a little bit. They just went on to say basically that they can never create the perfect zombies experience for everybody. Everybody has their own idea of the perfect zombies experience, right? Or they have different ideas, which is understandable and completely agreeable. That's a fact, right? They also go on to say that they always wanted to create a massive open world zombies experience, and they have never had the tools to do so until Black Ops Cold War, until the development of Black Ops Cold War. So they definitely took advantage of the opportunity. Again, regardless of if you like Outbreak, don't forget the mode's not even complete yet. So and again, I'm in your boat. It's not that I don't like Outbreak, it's just I don't think it's I'd rather have regular Black Ops 3 style survival maps, right? So regular zombies. But I'm definitely open to Outbreak if Outbreak's fun and Outbreak works, right? Right now, it's just not 100% there, and this is the point of them mentioning all this, right? Everybody has their own ideas, has different ideas. They wanted to create this massive experience, and I guess really because of the way content is released in Black Ops Cold War, they're kind of dispersing kind of like what the final mode would be, ideally, if they could release it, like, you know, as a completed package. They released that separately, and now, alongside Easter Egg 1, and I'm assuming Easter Egg 2, is when we're going to really see the beefy work that they've been doing for Outbreak, and it's going to probably make the mode a lot more fun. They also go on to say that, you know, Outbreak has brought in a shit ton of players, more than ever before. More players than ever before were playing zombies at the launch of Outbreak in Season 2, so that was awesome. But, you know, whatever. I would like to know how the numbers are right now. But anyways, let's just continue to read on right from this point, because I believe there's some stuff here. So today, the number of Outbreak players is virtually neck and neck with round-based. Okay, there you go. But round-based map players, which has been simply awesome to see, which is fair. Okay, that's fair. That's definitely, see, I think that's a good thing, again, because of what I said before. I can't say most, but a lot of people, I think, especially if they're older zombies players, probably prefer the survival-based maps, like the round-based maps, right? But yeah, anyways, at its launch, Outbreak was already a much bigger experience than any previous DLC 2 had released to date, and launch was just the beginning. So right there, they say that Outbreak, they're recognizing it as DLC 2. That was the biggest DLC 2 in zombies ever released. which again, you have to, oh my throat just died. You have to skew a little bit because there are more players than ever before, especially considering that the DLC is free, so that's not a fair comparison, but I get what they're going with here, and that is awesome. And they say, we know we've got something special here, and we've been building on that success while also working on new content for every pillar of zombies. By the way, make sure, with this video is not over, but make sure you guys are subscribed for the absolute most elite Black Ops Cold War and any zombies content, especially going to the next COD game or the standalone zombies game, whichever releases zombies first. I just wanted to mention that I am also back. School's officially over. I've taken care of a lot of stuff, and we are back streaming every single day on Twitch, twitch.tv/JOEYMAGS123. Some awesome and fun live streams, as well as uploading near daily videos here. But anyways, moving into the next section, they say the new content arrives on May 20th. So since Outbreak's introduction, we've added 2 new regions, 56 new skill tiers, 2 new skill categories, 2 new field upgrades, a new ammo mod, and over a dozen weapon unlock challenges to zombies. And next week's mid-season update, we're delivering new content and features across the entire zombies experience, including our 18th map in Onslaught, which, although Onslaught has gotten a lot better, not many of us care about. So they're saying new content in Outbreak. There's going to be a new main quest. There's going to be an Order Encounter World event, probably similar to FIREBASE, and that there were defense rounds, and the Order just showed up. It's going to probably be some kind of similar kind of encounter with the Order there, right? They also say that fishing is coming to Outbreak, which is awesome and interesting. And next, of course, they say that there's new intel documents, audio logs, radio transmissions, and artifacts to discover, which is really cool. Next up, very excited for this one. You guys know how I feel about this. Cranked 2, No Time to Crank. Limited time mode in FIREBASE, ND Machina. Cranked is coming back for a limited time in Black Ops Cold War Zombies. Then they say there's going to be new Silverback Slideways bonus map in Dead Ops Arcade. Couldn't care less about that. Onslaught standoff map is coming. A lot of loadouts is coming. Again, this is only for PlayStation players. A new challenge with exclusive weapon blueprint rewards is coming to Onslaught. Now, they also say that there's going to be new features and gameplay improvements for Black Ops Cold War Zombies, and I'm very excited about this, and this may answer some of your guys' calls about double tap in the game. But very quickly, they say new weapons are being added to the mystery box and trial rewards in round-based maps and Outbreak. So it seems that they may have scrapped the idea of Treyarch, of them picking the DLC weapons for us in the future zombies maps. I mean, that's not 100% true, right? For all we know, with the Berlin zombies map, they can entirely pick their own, weapon pool, do whatever the hell they want to do. But I would say that looks a little bit less likely with this change, and I personally am in favor of them picking the box weapons. Think from Mob of the Dead to Buried to Origins, the variation of weapons there, and how good that made those maps on top of the main maps, right? And then again from Der Eisendrache to Zetsubo to Gorod to Revelations, slightly different weapon pools there aside from wonder weapons. That helped out a lot, so that was really awesome. But anyways, yeah, they go on to say that the Groza, MAC-10, Street Sweeper, Farah, LC-10, R1 Shadow Hunter, ZRG, the Sledgehammer, the Wagasashi, the Machete, and the E2 will all be coming to the box in Outbreak and the round-based maps. So we don't know if that's only the current maps or that will include also future maps. Also, they say that custom mod support is now in Zombies. And no, this is not Black Ops 3 custom Zombies, unfortunately. It is that you can bring custom blueprints into Zombies via the Apply Blueprint feature. You can create multiple configurations for every weapon in the game and apply your custom mods to all weapons found in a game session, which is awesome. This is what a lot of people ask for because the currently integrated feature was seemingly incomplete. It's kind of like Outbreak at launch, in my opinion. Anyways, awesome to see all this stuff being fixed up, sweeped up, and completed. Next on, they say new Outbreak map features, free cursor support, and the ability to ping the overhead map, which is also awesome, right? You're able to actually move a cursor around the map and ping stuff instead of having to just go to the area and ping it with your D-pad. Next, they say that there's going to be zombie-specific weapon tuning to increase the overall power of the Black Ops Cold War arsenal. What this means, and now this is me saying this, what this means is that double tap is probably very much more unlikely. I never saw double tap coming into this game. I said this since the launch. It's still possible. Who knows? But each and every single main update seems to increase the weapon's effectiveness, and they go into a little bit more detail later on, and it really makes me believe that even if they were to bring in a perk and they just call it double tap, and through the different tier 5 upgrades, they increase the damage only maybe by 5%, and really it was just emphasizing the fire rate, I still don't think that that would be as balanced as people think it would be. I think it would be a little bit too OP. So I don't see double tap coming in, but it is still entirely possible. Just note that they are increasing and tuning weapons to make them better in Black Ops Cold War Zombies. Next, they are going to be, they're going to be adding some new weapons. So the PM63, now called the AMP63, and the baseball bat are now making their way into Black Ops Cold War Zombies. It says in season, which I'm going to assume is at the launch of season 3.5. They say rebalancing a zombie's health at higher rounds and scaling self-revive costs to provide a greater challenge in zombies has now been added as well. And this is really awesome because I think this is going to go across all of zombies. So basically what this means is that I believe that the zombies are going to scale a little bit differently, so that, I mean, they may be a little bit tougher to kill at higher rounds, who knows. And I'm not really too concerned about that one because we should be able to use wonder weapons for the most part, right? But the thing I'm interested in is the changing the self-revive cost. You guys already know, if you watch me do high rounds or anybody do high rounds in zombies in Cold War, it's a cakewalk once you have enough salvage to continually buy yourself back. You can down like 5 times in a row, like you just can't get set back up. And just because you have that blue salvage, you're fine. But anyways, next they say that they're buffing Pack-a-Punch ZRG 20mm bullet penetration to affect multiple zombies. I mean, that pretty much goes with the zombies weapon tuning. Don't know why they made that specific comment there. They also reduce the health for the Demented Echo in Outbreak. I have no idea what that is. It's probably one of the bosses you have to kill for one of the challenges. I don't really know, but they reduce the health for it, so it's going to be easier to kill. And there's going to be some new gameplay improvements and bug fixes in Dead Ops Arcade 3, and we're not done there yet. So they say on the weapon tuning front, we want to give all our weapons competitive, balanced attributes in zombies. Most weapons will receive a buff of some kind, usually in the form of significantly increased critical damage multipliers, and a couple will have their power ceiling adjusted slightly to ensure every weapon is viable. Some weapon will receive, and again, this is another reason why I believe double tap won't come in. Their goal is viability. Their goal is not to make every weapon god tier. There has to be some kind of discrepancy between the weapons. Otherwise, you can use literally anything, and there's no point. Just forget it. Just spawn it with one gun. Forget the wall weapons. Forget the box weapons. Just spawn it with that one gun, and that's it, right? There has to be some kind of differentiation in the effectiveness of weapons between color and the weapons themselves. But anyways, some weapons will receive additional tuning tweaks to their Pack-a-Punch versions with respect to magazine size, stock ammo, and damage. Look for next week's mid-season patch notes for all the details on the weapon tuning. They say we've also heard fan requests for a challenge tracker on the pause screen. So basically, for those of you guys who want to track all your zombie challenges, whether it's daily challenges, operative challenges, all that, you will now be able to track that in zombies, but not yet. That's just a feature being worked on currently. And they say, yes, they're also planning on making changes to Deadwater Tier 5, since they nerfed it in the last update. It absolutely sucks. So they're working on fixing that up and making it either like it was before or just a little bit worse than before. This way it's, you know, a little bit more balanced. And now they say looking ahead to season 4. As we mentioned, sorry, this is the first video I'm making in like 2 weeks. As we mentioned in our season 3 special broadcast, our next round-based zombies map is planned to release during season 4. And the reason why we'll talk about in a second. Okay, so here you go, actually. And will take place after the events of Outbreak's main quest, again with an S. The team has been working on this next map since before the release of FIREBASE, and we want to make it the best experience it can possibly be before it's in your hands. The reason why I'm happy about this, despite it being a very long time since FIREBASE released at this point, and we're pushing it back to even season 4.5, it's looking like at this point, is because it's seeming like we may actually get a zombies map on par with a map like Black Ops 3 Zombies. For all we know, they could have watered everything down for a little bit. I do believe this is the reason, right? They could have watered everything down to, you know, engage that casual base, to get more people to zombies than ever before and give them content to play regardless of what comes out in the future. But then they start to scope people more into the harder core version of zombies, the Black Ops 3, Black Ops 2, you know, style of zombies. And going forward in either the next zombies game, whether that is COD World War II Vanguard or a second season of Black Ops Cold War or whatever it may be, the next Treyarch Zombies game, then they can have all those brand new players now playing real zombies for the first time. But they're a little bit used to it because they played at least 1 or 2 maps like it in Black Ops Cold War Zombies. But anyways, they say looking further ahead, development is already underway on more zombies content for future seasons. In addition to that new content, players can expect new perks, wonder weapons, support weapons, limited time modes, and Dark Ether story intel. We appreciate everyone's patience while we continue development on our next map and hope you have a blast with all the other zombies content coming in the meantime. As a reminder, it's important to remember the entire season of content doesn't start at the beginning of the season. It's dispersed evenly throughout the season. And that's pretty much it for this blog post. They also showed a picture of a monkey bomb that says, "Look for my mark." You guys may or may not see it on any streams. It's not that important. And that is probably basically some kind of teaser towards the Outbreak Easter egg. But that is it, my friends. There was a lot of information packed in here. There's a bunch of changes being made to kind of not a bunch, but a lot of kind of tweaks, I should say, made to the kind of core zombies experience to kind of fine tune it and make it better, which is awesome. As well as they provided us with some breaking news that the Outbreak is not going to have one, but 2 Easter eggs, one releasing in Season 3.5 next week, and one releasing in Season 4. And then we're going to have a brand new Zombies map in Season 4 as well, which we already knew was coming very soon and coming in Season 4, because they confirmed that. And they also noted that they're working on even more Zombies content further than that, which we already knew, but it's coming down to the end of this game's life cycle fairly soon when you consider the scope of the content they noted, right? The next season launches on probably the 16th of June, around there, or the 19th of June, somewhere around there. Then we'll have the brand new Zombies map, shortly after that, maybe at the halfway point of that season. And then, we're very close to the end. The next COD will probably be announced. Sorry about the voice crack. Will probably be announced at that point. So, some interesting stuff here. I'm very excited. And also, just wanted to mention, take this for what it is. Tom Henderson also mentioned that there's going to be one more map after the Berlin Zombies map, which is coming in Season 4. There's going to be one more map after that, and then the game is done. So we'll have, I believe, a total of 3 DLC maps, which would be FIREBASE, the Berlin Zombies map, then that brand new Zombies map, as well as all the Outbreak content, all the Onslaught content, any limited time modes, and any other additions that release in between those periods of time. And that's going to be it, my friends. Make sure if you did enjoy the video to drop it a thumbs up, as well as make sure you are subscribed for the absolute most elite Black Ops Cold War Zombies videos, tutorials, everything you'll ever need right here in this channel. Also follow on Twitch at twitch.tv/JOEYMAGS123, where I stream zombies every single day.
I've been